Alright guys, welcome back to the KoL Kingdom of Loathing playthrough. We're playing as a Steel Clubber, as you can tell. So, it's nice and shiny right there. We're still not dead yet, because not dead yet was taken. Sad faces. Anyway, so we're visiting the tutorial on Mount Noob in the Big Mountains. Toot Oriole, get it? Anyway, so set my password off screen, because you guys definitely don't need to know what that is. So, this is day one of this run. The videos are probably, I'm sure you notice I named it something like day one, whatever. And that's going to be the naming shtick going forward. It'll be day one, day two, day X, day Y, just, and then it'll have a funny little title after that because that's how I title things. But let's get started. So we're going to Mount Noob and visiting the Toot Oriole. Oh, it's a cute little bird animation. The bird speaks to you as you approach. Welcome, adventurer. I'm the Toot Oriole, and I'd like to show you the ropes. Here they are. He points to a pile of ropes piled atop a nearby rock. Now that that's out of the way, let's get down to brass tacks. I've got lots of things to teach you. Where should we begin? Let's um So, got kind of the big things, and as we learn things, we'll get more little widgets up here, which will help us speed up running things. So we got our inventory, adventuring, which is our little map, our skills, which we have none at the moment. I think we might have smack. Anyway, our campsite. This is important. This is where we'll rest, regain health and MP, things like that. Food and cocktails. Okay, so the the way you get adventurers each day is you get 40 at what's called reset, which happens at whatever time it happens for your time zone. And then food and cocktails, food and booze, are the other ways that you get adventures up to a certain amount. And that'll be explained as soon as we probably go through this. So tell me about my inventory. It's dangerous to go alone into the big scary world out there, and nothing keeps an adventure company as well as some sweet gear. True, very true. Let's see what I've got lying around that might fit you. The Oriole digs around in a pile of junk behind his rock, rude, and produces a couple of items. You acquire an item. Seal Clubbing Club. Yeah, so if you click on the item, it'll open a little window which shows you the description and what you can do with it. So so instead of like metal smithing, we have meat smithing because yeah, meat. Anyway, so still sometimes they'll tell you their components for things, which is helpful. It has a little description. This is a club used to club seals. You could probably club other things with it too. Just make sure to regularly seal your steel club with steel club and club seal. Again, this game does not take itself seriously, and its descriptions are wonderful. So, and then we got some old sweatpants, which pants. So sometimes power helps with dealing damage, if I recall. I get to learn how to do that here. Anyway, so we have patents. We have patents. So that's cool. Whenever you see an item, you can click on the picture to get a description of it. Why not try that now? Ha, I've already done that. Go to your inventory by clicking on the backpack icon in the menu at the top of the screen and equip the 2 items I just gave you. Okay, so consumables, this is where food, booze, and potions are going to show up. Equipment, miscellaneous, this will be where like crafting items, quest items, just the random stuff will show up. And then recent items is just shows you what you recently got. So, and this is where you'll see your current equipment. So, equip my Seal Clubbing Club, which is one-handed. So, the difference between one-handed weapons and two-handed weapons. One-handed weapons you can wield 2. Two-handed weapons you can wield 1. Real descriptive, I know. Okay, so we're back. We've got these on. So we go back to Mount Noob. Talk to the tutorial. Good job equipping that stuff. While you were out, I found this and thought you might like to have it. Click on it to see its description, and notice the fancy blue text. That means the item is enchanted, and equipping it will improve your stats or abilities in some way. So this is a seal skull helmet. A seal used to use this to keep its brain safe until someone knocked the brains out of it and made it into a helmet to keep your brain safe. Does that strike you as a little ironic? Yeah, it does, but that's fine. So this is essentially the starter gear, which depending on what class you took, so like sorcerers I know get like a pasta strainer. No, sorcerers get a saucepan and a spoon, and I think the old sweatpants are pretty basic for everyone. But anyway, all right. So we've learned about our inventory. Yeah, I'm not going to read that every time. Let's learn about adventuring. Over on the left side, underneath the little adventure icon, you can see the number of adventures you have left. Adventures can be used for adventuring. Every night, you will get an additional 40 adventures. There's a cave at the base of this mountain. Here, let me mark it on your map. You'll notice the 1 next to the name of the cave. This means that going in there will cost you 1 adventure. That cave is where I keep my crates full of old junk. Head down there and smash some of them for me, if you please. Alright, so we need to go to the noob cave. I'm fighting a crate. You're a little nervous about encountering a crate this early. Attack it! Wha-bam! So, the fun thing is that there's always a way that you're doing it, right? You compare it to a kiss from a rose on the gray. Then you introduce it to a kiss from your club on its face. For 5 damage. Boink smack. Sucko! New damage record set. You win the fight. This crate is empty. So I got some popsicle sticks. Yeah, I'm supposed to scratch through tape, so we can adventure again. Attack it! Critical hit! Bonk bar fifth! Love the little exclamation points. So we get lemons and oranges. So those are cocktail crafting and cooking ingredients, which we'll learn more about. They're also a crappy food, so they probably would only give us like 1 or 2 adventures. So, and then we're gonna smack it again. Okay, so pow, whammo. Uh, Bottle of vodka. So we've got our first booze. Cool. I'm sure that'll come in handy when we go do the first. And so the other thing is you gain 2 beefiness. So the muscle stat is what I'm currently training with that, and I'm getting a little bit of mysticality and a little bit of moxie from some fights. So it for muscle it'll be like beefiness, manliness, muscliness. It'll be a random like that. For mysticality, it'll be like wiser, and when it shows up, I'll point it out again. But yeah, so that's how you gain stats in this, and you have to reach. You must gain 2 muscle to advance to level 2. So we started with 3 muscle, so we still need 2 more muscle in order to get to level 2, and that's when we'll level up. So, but let's go talk to the tutorial again. Well done, adventurer. I'm sure you noticed that when you smashed those crates, you acquired some items and gained some stat points. I did notice. Thank you. Adventuring is the best way to get new stuff and make numbers get bigger. Bigger numbers are always better. Anyone who's ever played a first-person shooter game, third-person shooter, any game, knows bigger numbers are better. It's a fact of life. Bigger numbers equals better. And you probably wouldn't be playing this kind of game if you didn't like watching numbers get bigger. Alright, so let's teach me about my skills. Skills are important, and there are 2 different kinds of them. Some can be used during fights, and others can be used not during fights. Let's investigate the second kind first. Click on the book icon up there and use your Steel Clubbing Frenzy skill. So Steel Clubbing Frenzy, by finding and clubbing a stuffed steel, you can work yourself into a frenzy. Your muscle will increase for a period of time. So it gives the effect Steel Clubbing Frenzy. Okay, so I've used it once because that's all I can do because I only have 1 MP. So Steel Clubbing Frenzy, you are in the mood, a seal clubbing mood. This makes you feel stronger. Muscle +2. So it's blue because my base amount is 3, but it's being buffed currently for 5 adventures. So it means I'll do more damage for 5 adventures. Well done. As I'm sure you noticed, that spell gave you an effect that makes you more powerful. You can see how long that effect will last in the character pane over on the left. Ba-doop, 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 ba-doop. Now it's time for you to learn about our combat skills. I've marked a dire ward on your map. It's a dangerous place, so you'll need every ounce of guile, which is worth a pound of Chun-Li. Okay. You can muster if you're going to survive. Head down there and use Clobber on 3 enemies. So we've learned Clobber. Which should show us what Clobber does. It's a 1 MP skill that we actually can't use at the moment because we don't have any MP. That's unfortunate. Yeah, we need an MP. Yeah. Okay. Lost a hit point. Clobber. I can use it even though I don't have any MP? Muscularity points. That's, ooh, I gained a muscle point and a bunny liver, which is a cooking ingredient. Cool. Okay, so we gotta do that 3 times. It's adventure again. Oh, it's a fluffy bunny. Oh, it's so cute. We're gonna clobber it. Get another bunny liver, gain 9 meat. Oh yeah, so I gain a magicalness, which is going towards my mysticality. So, and strongness. Oh, another fluffy bunny. Chutzpah. Okay, cool. So Chutzpah is Moxie. Chutzpah, Slickness. That's gonna get clipped out of context. Anyway, those are the ones that'll upgrade your Moxie. So you could get different ones. Okay, so we're gonna go back to Toot Oriole. Nicely done, adventurer. You've probably noticed that in addition to getting stat points by fighting those fearsome bunnies, they're fluffy bunnies, man. You are also gaining meat. Meat is the currency of loathing. You'll want as much of it as you can get because you'll use it to buy new skills and new equipment and things. Man after my own heart, things. Excellent descriptor. In fact, here, take a little of mine to help you get started. So we got a nest egg, which I think can be it's used. So when you use it, you'll get X number of meat. What would you like to learn about next, adventurer? I said I wasn't going to do that every time, and I did it. That's okay. So let's learn about the campsite next. That seems like it's going to be the easiest one. Just west of the big mountains, there's a campsite for adventurers. You get assigned a spot as soon as you arrive in the kingdom, and that's where you'll be staying. It's pretty spartan at the moment. Here, take this tent. Newbie sport tent. So this is basically so we can actually recover MP and HP when we rest there. Resting takes an adventurer, but yeah. Go to your inventory by clicking on the backpack icon in the top menu and use the tent to install it in your campsite. I'll meet you over there when you're done. Backpack, backpack. Miscellaneous? Yeah, it's in miscellaneous. Okay, cool. And let's use the nest egg. Oh, so we got 150 meat from the nest egg. That's cool. Use our tent. Oh yeah. If you ever find yourself low on HP or MP, you can recover by resting in your campsite. Head over there now. Give it a shot. Okay, so your campsite contains your tent, which you can rest in for an adventure. Your kitchen, where you can cook things, like you can add things to your kitchen. It's a handsome and functional outdoor kitchen, which say there's a patch of battered linoleum on the ground. Yeah. Your colossal closet, which this is for if you are on another run. Um, like you've completed your first run. This is now getting things out of that for new runs. Yeah, it's mostly used for people who have already done an ascension. And then your quest log, literally a log with your current quests. So we're supposed to rest in our tent. You get 10 hit points. Woohoo! 10 muscularity points. So for the basic tent, we regain 10 and 10. There's ways to upgrade this to so that you gain more. And there's other items that you can add to your campsite that also increase the amount of HP and MP that you regen. So back to the Toot Oriole. Congratulations on your successful nap. You probably noticed that your dwelling is a little bare, though. Take this to liven it up a little. Certificate of participation. Is a quest item. Okay, cool. So we'll do that when we are hopefully done with this. You're a growing adventurer. It's important that you eat to keep up your strength. In fact, eating is one of the best ways for you to get more adventures. If you're going to eat, you're going to need to learn how to cook. This is like real life here. Like people learn how to cook. It's the greatest skill to know in life, even if it's just microwave cooking. Anyway, take this oven and use it for your inventory to install it at your campsite. Okay, so we can do two things at once. We can use the certificate of participation. The easy cook oven, which is an easy bake oven. Powered by a mystical but low wattage light bulb. An amateur baker is you. Using an easy bake oven to cook anything, I can remember as a kid, not easy at all. So, okay. You'll find a lot of food as you adventure, but nothing beats the taste of a home-cooked meal. Here, take these ingredients. So click on the pliers thing. So you could cook. So all we have at the moment, so he gave us lemons and oranges and popsicle sticks. So we're gonna bake that together. We get a lemon popsicle, which is a decent food, a size 1, so probably at least an adventure or two. Oh, it wants us to eat it. Oh man. Okay. So we go back to our inventory and consumables, lemon popsicle, eat the lemon popsicle. Yeah, so two. Eat the popsicle with gusto. It's better than eating it with Gus. That jerk always steals half your popsicle. Man, Gus sounds like a meaty. You gain 2 adventures. So yeah, that's how the eating food to get adventures system works. So I think we just have one more to learn from this tutorial, and then we can finally start spending some adventures. Food is good, usually as much as you can every day, so you have plenty of adventures to spend. Okay, so cocktails is the last one. Which cocktail craft. So each set of classes has the thing that they're best at. Steel clubbers are best at smithing, meat smithing, so crafting items using meat paste and things like that. Cocktails are best done by disco bandits and accordion thieves, and food is best prepared by the saucers and the pasta mancers. Makes sense, pasta sauce, you know. Anyway, so our real shine is going to be in making things when we get to that point. We're never going to be as good at making food and cocktails or making as many as the other classes, but it is good to know how to make the basic ones because they will help advance our adventures. Adventures, not adventurers. They sound so similar. Okay, teach me about cocktail crafting. Adventurers do not live by bread alone. Booze is also a crucial part of your daily diet. It's like my dear old mum used to say. It's a rough world out there, Toot. Now be a dear and fetch me another drink. You'll need this. They should have called this baby's first shaker, but it's just my first shaker. This is a colorful, cheap plastic cocktail shaker used for making not so potent potables. That's pretty good. Okay. Yeah, and so the current quest, you can use this to hyperlink essentially to where you need to go faster. Um, Sometimes it's really helps, sometimes it's not. Just depends. You install the cocktail crafting kit here. Stylish outdoor kitchen, making it even more stylish. Cocktails are a fine way to make yourself less sober. Here, take these ingredients. Okay, so the vodka and the olive go together, the whiskey and the lemon go together, and the grapefruit and the gin go together, I believe. Um, so we want the vodka and the olive. Get a vodka martini, which is a decent one. And the other thing is that there are other items that can be used with like a vodka martini. Like I think there are picks or some toothpicks that then you could add to this, and then it would be an even better cocktail, give you more adventures. So the other thing is that when you discover new recipes, um, you can click on that. Find them here. Arms and armor, foods, possibles. So what you can do though is on foods you can cook it, so it'll auto make it. And this is what KoL Mafia is really good for, is doing the auto cooking and crafting and things like that. And it'll show you what you can do just with what you have. Throat's getting a little scratchy. It'll be okay. Okay, consumables. So we want to drink our vodka martini. So I gained 5 adventures, gained sarcasm, and 3 juggets. Okay, so inebriety is shown over here. Uh, and if you get to inebriated 14, you're fine. You can still adventure. If you go 15 out of 14, you cannot do anything else. You are falling down drunk. This is important context. Now, there's a method of doing this. So running out your adventures as much as you possibly can, and then before rollover, going and getting as close as you can to getting 13 out of 14. Because if you're at 14 out of 14, you can't drink anything else. But getting it like 13 out of 14, and then drinking a large alcohol. So these are all potency 3, but they're crappy. But there are like potency 6, potency 7, huge ones. Drinking one of those, getting a ton of adventures right before rollover, because you're only getting 40 adventures at rollover. You can have a maximum of 200 adventures um, from rollover, I think. It might be at a time. We'll find out. Probably. Maybe. Anyway, so yeah. So that's called night capping. That's where you essentially front load the amount of adventures so that you can start with just that little bit extra, but it means that you're done adventuring for the day. You can't adventure anymore. You can still do crafting and things like that, but you're done adventuring. Okay. So last thing, the Toot Oriole. Just like it in the real world, booze is a great way to get extra adventures. Just be careful not to overdo it, or you might knock yourself out of commission for the rest of the day. Just like I was explaining. You've learned everything I have to teach you. Now it's time for you to set out on your own and find your fortune in the kingdom. Might I suggest starting with the Council of Loathing over in Seaside Town? Here, I'll mark it on your map. Whether or not I continue to do voices for all the characters, we'll see. I just felt the Toot Oriole needed, a little pizzazz. Okay, so as you can see, right side of the tracks, wrong side of the tracks. The odd jobs board, the museum, Council of Loathing, the Clan District, and then the Market Square. So the Clan District is where, again, I won't be doing this on screen. So, but if you have an email address, you can try to clan. Clans are great because, especially with how small the community of active members of KoL is right now. If you're in an active clan, there's a ton of people who will help. Now, generally, they also say, hey, you need to participate in our events, do things like that. But that's not really a hardship. That's a lot more just opportunity for you as a player. So joining a clan, really helpful, really good. And there are usually a lot of benefits to joining a clan. But so let's go to Council of Loathing, get our first thing. Say it's a new adventure. Welcome, welcome, boy. We're here to use people like you right now. Oh, but we're Harmances. We're the Council of Loathing. And you are? Still not dead yet. That's a hero's name if we've ever heard one. If that's a hero's name if we've ever heard one, I pity a lot of things. Listen, we're going to have plenty of work for you. But first, you should probably spend a little time getting your bearings. You look a little underpowered, so maybe you can head off to one of the less dangerous parts of the kingdom. Let's say, so we've got the haunted pantry and the right side of the tracks. We've got the outside of Cobb's Knob and the nearby plains. And then we've got the sleazy back alley on the wrong side of the tracks. Again, satire, dark humor, edgy humor, rampant in this game. Come back after you've explored a little and we'll be ready for your first assignment. Oh, and you should also really consider joining your class's guild so you can learn new skills and stuff. Head over to the Brotherhood of Smackdown, epic name, on the right side of the tracks, and talk to Gunther. So, on the right side of the tracks, Brotherhood of Smackdown, we're going to talk to Gunther, Lord of Smackdown. So, you want to join the Brotherhood of Smackdown, eh? Well, first, you got to prove your manliness. What do I do? Sausage Mary. Okay, yeah. What? The Knob Goblins in nearby plains are the kingdom's premier sausage makers. They guard their sausages jealously, particularly the big ones. Go there and find the biggest sausage you can. Defeat or intimidate the guards and bring the sausage back here for measurement. So that's the Cobb's Knobs quest. And before we do that, we're gonna go spend our MP to get more Steel Clubbing Frenzy, because that's gonna be really helpful. So Cobb's Knob, fighting Knob Goblin Barbecue Team. So like this is an example of kind of the like enemies that you fight. Like just the stick drawings are hilarious, but also it's just hilarious. And there's always funny ways that they talk about hitting you. You know, it's very descriptive. The chef picks up the grill and swings it in a wide circle, releasing it so it flies straight at you. You black out and wake up with grill marks all over your face. Looks like that attack was making headlines. It's very punny. Okay, so we're going to clobber. It's only doing 2 damage. We might just want to smack people. Anyway, so we get bullet cottage cheese. We're looking for the biggest sausage. So this is actually, we should go look. Cobb's Knob. Yeah, just search generally. Okay, so first you go in the outskirts, but you see the king of Cobb's Knob's quest to level 5 and decrypt Cobb's Knob. Matt, you can go inside the thing. Okay, so we're just trying to get a sausage from the outskirts. So who are we looking to remove to get the sausage? I'm not seeing. What non-combats? Up in the grill. Up in their grill. Accepting a quest to join your kill as a Steel Clubber and will occur on the 6th turn. Spend the zone after accepting the quest. Okay. So we just need to do 6 adventures total. We've already done 1, so just keep going. Okay, cool. I'm gonna attack. I got the jump on him. Bam! Okay, going again. So the way that for turn race is like you get the jump on him, they get the jump on you. Just depends. So 8 damage, nice. Ooh, Knobgoblin Tongs. Are they a better weapon? Ooh. Oh, this is the spell damage. Though. We don't want spell damage. We don't do spell damage. Otherwise, this would be a nice upgrade because it does more. So we're looking for clubs, swords, things like that. Gain 75 meat. That's nice. And I lost a hit point. That's okay. Well, that's fine. Malice and chains? Okay. What's our... No, quit doing ads on the thing. Malice and chains. Fortitude, muscleness, muscleboundness. Fight the sleeping. Knob guard. What is the sleeping knob guard? Ooh! Yeah. No. We wanna do that. We want to do that. We might get a weapon or a helmet or pants. Yeah. We want to fight the guard. Definitely fighting the guard. Plot a cunning escape. Shazam. Oh. Man. Ooh, Hobgoblin underpants. Which are better, but I can't wear them yet because they require a Moxie of 7. As soon as I can, though. I've got a Moxie of 5. I'll be in there. So, one more time. Grab a sausage. So we got the 1100 sausage, which is a quest item. So now we can go back to Gunther. Brother of the Smackdown. Give him sausage. You pull out your giant sausage and give it to Gunther. He looks really impressed. 11 inches. That's the biggest one I've seen since that Holmes split joint back in 72. He shakes your hand and reaches around to give you a firm pat on the back. Well done, Initiate. Welcome to the Brotherhood of the Smackdown. You should talk to Torg if you want to trade some skills, and see the guy at the Smackateria about getting some provisions. Oh, and if you want to use the guild meat card, talk to the janitor. I don't remember what the meat card is used for, so that's not important at the moment. So we talked to Torg though, so we can train skills. So, Forge of the Muscos regenerates HP per adventure. That's a really nice passive. So we're definitely going to buy that one. That's gonna keep us healthier for longer. And then there's Lunge Smack, which is an MQS to 1 normal attack that deals 5 extra damage if it connects. Which we're gonna learn, but we probably won't use it at this point because we don't have enough MP to use it. The problem is that we don't have enough MP at all. So, so a bunch of them was like Cold Shoulder gives you cold resistance. Well, no, it does extra damage. They're just a lot of fun. Buoyancy of the Beluga, like they're hilarious. Okay. Keep adventuring until you reach level 2. Okay, so we're gonna go back to Gobs Knobs. Kiss the Chef. Oh, this is the barbecue one. Kiss the Chef, little birthday cake. Ooh. Fight the team. Abscond with some goodies. But we don't know unless we have torso awareness, which we don't have. Let's kiss the chef, get the birthday cake. I mean, it's gotta be good, right? Oh. Apparently we don't get that. Well, bam. Ooh, we got a Viking helmet. Nice. Extra muscle. So we're gonna go equip that and equip the Knob Goblin pants because we can do that. So the Viking helmet gives us extra muscle, which is gonna give us more HP. And then the Knob Goblin regular pants are gonna give us extra. I think it's extra muscle too. Anyway, okay, so back to there. Um, when rocks attack. Meat. Gotta run. Okay, sure. We'll get some meat. We don't really care how we're spending our ventures at the moment. Um, yeah, at the moment we're just trying to get things. So Goblin Firecrackers, this is a usable. So it's a combat item, a crafting item. Yeah. So essentially, if like I wasn't able to connect, I could use this, or if I didn't want to smack it, Sparkling Orb. Spleen item. Okay, so spleen items are the third category of food thing ish. This one's a nice one though. So it's got toxicity of 1, so you can have obviously a certain number of spleen items, same as food and booze. That's not really that way. Leyland Ice for 30 ventures regenerate 20 to 30 MP per adventure. Yeah, we're not going to use that right now because that's wasted on us because we absolutely cannot make use of it. Okay. An injured Knoll Goblin wants you to buy some pungent unguent from Dr. Galactic's medicine show. Pungent unguent. Yeah, we can buy it. Ooh. Regenerate HP. Okay, cool. Let's go equip that. So yeah, you can have up to 3 accessories. So, talk to the Council of Loathing. Get our first quest. We acquire your aid adventure. We need eat a mosquito larva. Don't ask why, because we won't tell you. In any case, the best play to find mosquito larva is in the spooky forest, which is the distant woods, or mark it. Cool. So that's marked now. In the distant woods. So spooky forest. We just gotta adventure until we get a larva. Dried face. What is this? It's a meat crafting powder. Okay. Go again. So yeah, and at some point, like you just kind of have to go through. Oh, spooky stick. Is spooky stick better than the +2 spooky damage? It's a two-handed staff though. I think I'm better with my club. I'll be honest. Moxie weed, which is a spleen item. A werewolf. Ooh, you got the jump on me. Let's use. Yeah, we'll use clobber. Well, that didn't really work. Okay, yeah. So smacking works better than. Okay, that's. Yeah. Okay. Vampire collar. That's an accessory. Makes you act like a vampire bat. Blah. Um. Not sure what that does, so I'm not gonna mess with it at the moment. There's another one. Okay. Okay. Oh boy. Go back to our search explorer. Okay. So go to the spooky forest. Um. Choices and adventure. Lead others. Lead others. Table. Okay. I'm just on a stream. Which one? Which non-combat are we looking for? Okay. Okay. No. Stop. Um. Bro, less traveled gets us wooden stakes. Okay. Consciousness of stream gets us our mosquito larva. Okay. So we want to consciousness of stream, march to the marsh. Okay. March to the marsh, mosquito larva. Cool. Thanks for the larva adventure. Or actually, you know what? You look pretty lonely. Okay. So keep it mosquito, go to the Frumingerarium. You need to buy one if you don't have it. So we need to go to Market Square, General Store, Frumingerarium. And then go and install that on our campsite. So now we have campground, Frumingerarium. Oh, right, we've got to use the put in terrarium. We've got Claudius the mosquito. Take him with me right now. Rename him. Hmm. His name is now Stabby. Me, sorry. So, the way pets work is they do more things based on their poundage. Funnily enough. So the thing about the mosquito though is it damages your enemies and restores your HP, which is nice. So I don't have a current quest because I'm still only level 2. I have to get to level 3 before I can get another quest. So we're gonna continue going and not Cobb's Nom. Ooh, we got the Goblin Encryption Key. Cool. Cobb's Nom. We're trying to get. Oh, we've already got one of those. We are trying to get a sword, a Sweord, or to 7 Moxie, one of the two. Dr. Hobo's map. Okay. We want to plot a cunning escape. Haha! Scimitar. Okay, so this gives us muscle +1, which is better than damage +1. So we're gonna go equip that. Hopefully that'll help a little bit. We're gonna kick the chef. Yeah, so Stabby sucks 2 cc's of blood out of your opponent, injects them into you. You gain 4 hit points. Stabby gains a bounce. Stabby will do more damage now because he's bigger. Chef's hat? Is that better? Nope, that's Mysticality. Wait, but that regenerates 1 MP per adventure. Oh, that might be better now that I think about it. Oh well. Nope. Still just attacking. Volcage cheese is a crappy food. Okay. Another Knobgoblin firecracker. Just gone with some goodies. We got some more Knobgoblin pants. Let's go back to the nearby plains, main map. Yeah, so this is where the Naughty Sorceress is. We can do nothing about that right now. Big mountains. Oh, yeah, we got a lot of things we could do. Forgot about that. So we got Mount Noob, which has the cave and the Dire Warren. We got Barrel Full of Barrels, which using it. it doesn't? Oh. Oh boy. Yeah, that was the. I forgot about that. So we are currently beaten up. 3 adventures of beaten up, which severely limits our abilities. So we're gonna go to the campground and we're gonna rest. We lost the beaten up effect. And we're gonna get two sets of that, and we're gonna go back to barrel full of barrels. Hope we don't find another mimic. Turn the crank. Okay. Crap. We're gonna run away. Yep, run away like a little coward. That's fine. Okay, so we got a bunch of good things there right there. I think they're mostly the miscellaneous. So this is used for a quest. Bone with a price tag on it. Don't know about that. Dr. Hobo's map. So those will be used later. Are they consumables? They are consumables. So Dr. Galactic's homeopathic elixir heals hit points, so that's cool. Cloaca Cola restores MP. And then the strongness elixir, it's another spleen item so it gives adventures. Okay, back to. There's the sleazy town. The sleazy black alley. I can always spiderweb combat item weakens enemy slightly. Okay, cool. Muscle and mysticality. Okay. Russian bomb, stab against a pound. This is kind of the boring part where there's look under the hobo. Mad train wine? Yeah, it's crappy booze, but that's still okay. Once you're in the sleazy back alley. Yeah, and you can a bum cheek. Yep, that's this game. This is kind of the boring part where you just kind of repeatedly adventure until you get something that's useful. And I don't have any current quests, which is annoying. So we're gonna keep going until we get down to 30 adventures. Because again, we're building up resources. Can I use those? Map to a hidden booze cache. Okay, no, quit it. Ad blocker's not working. That sucks. Okay. What? Oh, search. When used, when not. Okay. Okay, so just using it unlocks the overgrown lot, which then I can adventure there. You know what? Let's go do that. Let's do that. Why not? Okay, inventory. Miscellaneous. Use. Cool. No, nope. I wanted the wrong side of the tracks. So we have the overgrown lot. Okay. A sewer snake with a sewer snake in it. Makes sense. Carton of snake milk. Decent beverage. Okay. Cool. Interesting. Ooh, yeah. So fumbling, you can damage yourself, which kind of sucks. Ooh. Okay, so we got potion. Gives moxie. Unflavored wine cooler, which is a decent booze. And unflavored too. Okay, cool. This is a much better place. Pigeon egg. Is that a... No, that's a food. Okay. And I gained a level. Okay, so I should be able to go... Because I'm a level 3 now. So I should be able to talk to the council, yeah. We've received word that the owner of the typical tavern, in the distant woods, is having a bit of a rat problem. I'm sure he'll reward you if you took care of it for him. Okay, so we want the woods, the typical tavern. Let's talk to Bart Ender. Howdy, adventurer, says the jovial man behind the bar. I'm Bart Ender. Nice to meet you, Bart. I'm da-da-da. The council says you have something. Yeah, we got a bit of a rat problem. Wholesalers stick with them. I mean, there's always rats down there. Rats are part of the fantasy tavern ecosystem. Very true. Our problem is that there are too many rats. I need you to figure out why there are so many of them. Put a stop to it somehow. So there are rats in the cellar of the tavern, and I have to kill what, like 10 of them? This is something I killed 10 rats, buddy. You need to track them back to their source. Put a stop to it. Whatever it is. Here, let me unlock the trap door for you. Careful, it's dark down there. So, explore the darkness. Smash the barrel. Ooh. Crappy booze, but it is a crafting. Okay, so, explore the darkness. Drunken rat. Bam, dead. Oh, come on. Ow, that actually really hurt. A rat whisker, which is a quest item. Okay. Dump it out. Woo! Smiling rat. Oh, hey, another familiar. Cool. So interesting. Ow, that drunken rats hurt, man. I'm good that I. We might get beat up again. We are so close to getting beat up. We're gonna use one of the homeopathic elixirs to heal. Oh, and then Stabby healed us too. Cool. Man, Stabby's keeping up with us. The drunken rats really are annoying. Okay, let's go back up. Oh yeah, I can order a drink. To the pool table. All right, that's the yeah, suspicious looking guy. Sure, take some goofballs. Muscle and moxie. It's a potion. Okay. Why not? And then let's. Oh wait, we're up to 8 moxie. Oh, that's only for the moment though. Okay, well, let's also get Seal Clubbing Frenzy going again. I don't have enough for that. Okay. Well. Stabby's bigger. Yay. Search the body. Oh! I got a Seal Blubber Candle, which is cool. Figurine of Wretched. Oh, yeah. These two are for the Seal Clubber quest thing. Shiny Ring. Definitely gonna equip the Shiny Ring. And then the Bengal Bomb. Okay, so we got some good things. So we're gonna equip our Shiny Ring. What? 10 Mysticality. Man, it's always something. Can we equip the Uber Pants yet? Moxie 7. We need to be a little more Moxie. Okay. What does the Vampire Collar actually do? Makes you act like a bat. Okay, so it really is worth nothing. Okay, back down to the thing. Smash the traits. More boost. Yes, more boost. Better than fighting, because that means I heal. And there's the drunken rat. Oh! Nice! Dump out the crate. More rat whiskers. Cool. Don't remember why we need rat whiskers. Man, stop hitting me. Yeah, so your damage kind of fluctuates. The problem being mainly if you don't have, I think Moxie is what decides whether you hit or not. If you don't have enough, you just did, yeah. Find the sound skittering and scratching and spot at the edge of the cellar, where the source of the plague of rats immediately becomes apparent. Somebody left the rat faucet on. How careless! Turn off the faucet. Okay, so go back. We can still explore more. Which we might do just because we're getting a decent spread. Ow. Man, they are not being kind to me. Stabby. Work harder, man. Heal me up. Ooh, a furry pill. Removes a negative effect. Okay, so this is... So spleen items tend to be ones that can, like, remove negative effects. So, like, if we got beaten up, but we didn't want to waste an adventure going and healing, this would be what you could use to remove the beaten up effect and regain your HP. So, helpful. Very helpful. Leave it be. I'm sure that'll become important later on. Okay. Mainly I want more rat whiskers because I think you get something for that. Also, I just want to explore the whole area. Well, you know, I'm in the early stages here. Because if it's all explored, I don't have to worry about... Man, I might die here. Oh, no, good. Hey, Stabby. Stabby's doing good work. We're not doing a ton of damage, but, you know. The problem is my muscle is so low. It's really depressing. Okay, so we've explored everything. We've uncovered several areas. I think you can use them. Let's talk to Bart. Okay, rat faucet got left on, eh? That was probably Luan. She's always doing ditzy stuff like that. Right unfriendly to the customers too. That's why I fired her and divorced her. Man, dude knows how to hate. Anyway, thanks for your help. Still not dead yet. Here, however, thanks. A few drinks on the house. I think these are good booze. They're decent. They're decent booze. Okay. So typical tavern as well. Okay, cool. So, we've got 10 more adventures. Let's go find out what the mansion is. Well, if I could spell, that'd be great. Okay, so we want tavern cellar. We want a tiny mansion. No, quit it with the ads. Okay. Combat adventures. Oh, which is the Rat King. Baron von Ratsworth. Where is Baron von Ratsworth? Betting. Really betting that I don't want to fight Baron von Ratsworth. But let's find out who he is. Oh, it scales your player stats. And it has various. I think it's harder the more ascensions you've completed. The monocle. 10% item drops from monsters, but it requires mysticality. Okay, we're gonna try fighting him because why not? We're gonna go rest first. Never mind. We're gonna go rest first. Okay. Let's go here. Tiny mansion. Knock on the door. Oh, this is not gonna end well. We're gonna try a knob goblin firecracker. See what happens. Wait, I've got lunge thrust smack. Yay, we got the monocle. So we can't use it yet, but eventually we will be. And our mox is up to 7. We can go equip the pants. Okay, pants. Uber pants. Equip. Makes us much more tough, strong. Yeah, that. Mysticality 7. Yeah, it's 10 for both of those. The shiny ring is going to be real helpful when we can. Okay, so we're up to 3. We're still. Oh, we go back to the seaside town. Tell them. Yeah, okay, we already completed it. Okay. So go back to the wrong side of checks and go back to the overground lot to get more booze. Premium malt liquor. Okay. Ooh, a brown paper bag mask. Moxie and MPHP. That's delightful. Brown paper pants. Okay. Okay. A sewer snake. It's a ranged weapon. Won't be useful for us. Yeah, I'm just gonna run out the turns I have. I'm not gonna follow the booze map. Premium malt liquor. Nice. Okay, cool. I'm just gonna run it out, and I'm not gonna drink or eat anything. I'm gonna wait till my. Well, no, I might as well eat and drink stuff. I don't have a lot, just eat and drink stuff that's good. So, but after I eat and drink, that's gonna be the end of this one. So, just because there's not a lot going on at the moment, and this is already a very, very long video. Like very, very long. So let's craft some cook stuff. So we'll take, no, wait, we don't want grapefruits. We'll take lemons, popsicle sticks, make as many as possible, bake them, make cocktails. We're going to take the gin and the grapefruit, get a salty dog, and we're going to take the orange and the whiskey and see if that makes anything. Nope. Okay, it's the lemon. Did I use all my lemons? I did. Let's take the unflavored wine cooler and the orange and see if we can. Armageddon. Is that it? Ooh, it's a good one. Okay, cool. Okay, so make it again. Okay. Then, okay, so we're gonna eat lemon pops. It's not showing me fullness at the moment. That's, huh. Okay, so I'm just gonna drink booze then. Okay, so we're gonna do the Orange Mageddon. I'm gonna do that twice. I'm at halfway. Let's drink one of the premiums. And then Mad Train has 3. It's crappy though. That typical tavern swill is 3 as well. I got 5. Okay, cool. And then that's a potency of 1. That doesn't help. Oh wait, I have the salty dog. It's decent. We're gonna drink the salty dog. Okay, so I'm falling down drunk. I can no longer do anything. So that's where we're gonna end this one. Yeah, it's a been a long video. I did not think that this first one was gonna be that long, but we had that whole tutorial part to go through. So probably should cut it into 2. Oh well. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed watching me kind of just playing through the first little bit of Kingdom Loathing. So tune in next time. We'll be having fun. Yeah. Thanks for watching. Everybody have a good day. Thanks. Bye.